On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Pep.
Energy, enthusiasm, or liveliness. Verb, to give someone energy, enthusiasm, or liveliness.
Examples:
Pep me up. Have a lot of peps. The coach gave a pep talk to the team before the game to boost their spirits.
Sinus.
A cavity in a bone, especially in the bones of the head, or a similar cavity or channel in a plant or animal.
Examples:
Chronic sinus infections. Paranasal sinus. The sinus pressure was causing me a lot of pain.
Moisten.
To make slightly damp or wet, to add moisture or humidity to something, often to improve its texture or taste.
Examples:
Moisten the air. Moisten the cloth. I need to moisten the soil before planting the flowers.
Benign.
Kind and gentle, not harmful or malicious.
Examples:
Benign tumor. A benign smile. The lump was discovered to be benign, and no further treatment was needed.
Obliterate.
To wipe out, destroy, or conceal all signs of something utterly, to remove completely from recognition or memory.
Examples:
Obliterate all traces. Obliterate data. The accident at that nuclear power plant obliterated the local ecosystem.
Drape.
To arrange or hang cloth or clothing loosely over something, typically in a decorative way, to cover or decorate loosely with material.
Examples:
Drape a coat. Drape a curtain. She draped a shawl over her shoulders to keep warm.
Eyelid.
A thin fold of skin that covers and protects the human eye, which helps to keep the eye moist by spreading tears over the surface and prevents foreign objects from entering the eye.
Examples:
Eyelid twitch. Drooping eyelid. Bright light can cause me to squint and strain my eyes, resulting in twitchy eyelids.
Sensual.
Relating to or consisting in the gratification of the senses or the indulgence of physical pleasure.
Examples:
Sensual appeal. Speak in a sensual tone. The room was filled with the sensual aroma of incense and flowers.
Nibble.
To take small or cautious bites or tastes, especially of food, to bite at or nibble on something repeatedly, often playfully or curiously, to gradually or slowly consume or erode something.
Examples:
Nibble an ear of corn. Nibble here and there. I like to nibble on fruit in the morning for breakfast.
Eyebrow.
The hair arc over each eye in humans.
Examples:
Raise her eyebrows. Eyebrow cosmetics. She raised an inquiring eyebrow towards me.
Sprout.
To grow or develop new parts, typically leaves or shoots, from a plant, to emerge, develop, or arise gradually or suddenly.
Examples:
Sprout seeds. Sprout wings. The flowers in the garden began to sprout after the first rain of the season.
Dysmorphia.
Abnormal development or malformations of anatomical structures in plants, animals, or humans, a mental health condition characterized by obsessive concern with one's appearance and a preoccupation with perceived flaws or defects that are not noticeable or are only slight, and which often leads to anxiety, depression, and avoidance behaviors.
Examples:
Gender dysmorphia. Muscle dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia can be a severe mental health condition that requires professional help.
Perversion.
The distortion or corruption of something, typically a natural or normal phenomenon or behavior, into something abnormal, unnatural, or immoral, a sexual behavior or interest that deviates from societal norms or expectations.
Examples:
Sexual perversion. Mental perversion. The investigation uncovered a disturbing perversion of justice within the police department.
Hideous.
Very ugly or visually repulsive, extremely unpleasant or offensive to the senses.
Examples:
Hideous appearance. Hideous crime. The monster in the movie was depicted as a hideous creature with gnarled teeth and glowing eyes.
Profuse.
Abundant or excessive in amount.
Examples:
A profuse perspiration. Profuse thanks. The flowers were profuse and created a colorful display in the garden.
Adore.
To have a deep love and admiration for someone or something. To regard with great affection and reverence.
Examples:
Truly adore him. Adore the way she styles her hair. Children seem to adore chocolate ice cream no matter where they're from.
Lesion.
A damaged or abnormal area of tissue in the body, usually caused by injury or disease.
Examples:
Muscle lesion. Brain lesion. The doctor examined the lesion on the patient's skin to determine if it was cancerous.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Poke.
To push or prod with a sharp object or the finger.
Examples:
Poke around the desk. Poke a fire. They poked fun at each other's jokes, laughing and teasing.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin, aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Disproportionate.
Too large or too small when compared with something else, or not deserving its importance or influence.
Examples:
Cause disproportionate damage. Disproportionate amount. This big gate is disproportionate to the small hut.
Crave.
To have a strong desire for something, to long for or want intensely.
Examples:
Crave chocolate. Crave advice from others. She craves success and is always pushing herself to do better.
Cripple.
To cause severe damage or injury that greatly impairs someone's ability to function or move, to weaken or undermine.
Examples:
Cripple economy. Cripple opposition. The injury was severe enough to cripple the athlete's chances of playing again this season.
Sardonic.
Characterized by a mocking, cynical, or sarcastic expression or tone, showing scorn or derision.
Examples:
Sardonic remark. Sardonic smile. His sardonic humor often leaves people wondering if he is joking or serious.
Crippling.
Causing someone to become unable to walk or move, causing severe damage or harm.
Examples:
Crippling debt. A crippling strike. He is still struggling with a crippling disease.
Jut.
To extend out, up, or forward prominently or abruptly, to stick out or protrude.
Examples:
Jut far out into the lake. Jut his chin out. The rocky cliff jutted out of the ground, making climbing difficult.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Tease.
To make fun of someone or make jokes about them, either in a playful way or to upset them. To separate the fibers of something. To ruffle a person's or animal's hair by combing.
Examples:
Tease the children. Tease wool. This ad is intended to tease a competing product.
Figment.
Something invented or imagined, particularly something that is not real, tangible, or concrete, a product of the imagination.
Examples:
Figment of imagination. Figment of memory. The idea that the government is spying on us is just a figment of your imagination.
Jumble.
To mix or mingle various items, objects, or ideas together in a disordered or confused way, often resulting in a messy or chaotic situation. To create a disorderly or confusing arrangement of things.
Examples:
Jumble in some herbs and spices. Jumble together different colors. The children jumbled up the puzzle pieces and had to start over.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Sling.
To throw or drop something somewhere carelessly, to hang loosely or freely. Noun, a length of rope, fabric, or chain used to support or lift something.
Examples:
Sling an arrow. Slingshot. The children were playing by slinging stones at the monument.
Ravage.
To cause damage to something badly.
Examples:
Ravage a country. Ravage the brain. A large fire ravaged the forest.
Disfigure.
To spoil or mar the appearance of something or someone by damaging or altering its shape, features, or proportions. To cause physical deformity or injury.
Examples:
Disfigure my face. Disfigure the artwork. The scars from the car accident disfigured his left arm horribly.
Oblivious.
Not aware of something, especially what is happening around you, forgetful.
Examples:
Oblivious of his promise. Oblivious to our response. She was so engrossed in her work that she was oblivious to her surroundings.
Neurosurgeon.
A medical doctor who specializes in the surgical treatment of conditions affecting the nervous system, including the brain, spinal cord, and peripheral nerves.
Examples:
Skilled neurosurgeon. Leading neurosurgeon. The hospital recruited experienced neurosurgeons worldwide to treat complex neurological disorders comprehensively.
Reconstruct.
To build or form something again that has been damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
Reconstruct an image. Reconstruct the original text. They've decided to reconstruct a ruined castle.
Categorize.
To put people or things into groups according to their features, types, etc.
Examples:
Categorize the image. Categorize the cause of failure. The biologist categorized the viruses into 4 groups.
Squeamish.
Easily nauseated or disgusted, readily affected by or sensitive to unpleasant or shocking things. Excessively fastidious or scrupulous about one's actions or behavior.
Examples:
Squeamish reaction. Avoid squeamish topics. She's a bit squeamish when it comes to handling raw meat.
Preoccupation.
The state or condition of thinking about something continuously or obsessively.
Examples:
Preoccupation with work. Military preoccupation. She has an obsessive preoccupation with weight and shape.
Orthodox.
Following or conforming to the traditional, normal, or commonly accepted beliefs, ideas, or activities of or relating to Judaism, of or relating to the Eastern Orthodox Church.
Examples:
An orthodox doctrine. Orthodox thought. He challenged the orthodox views on business.
Burqa.
A loose, enveloping outer garment worn by some Muslim women, particularly in Afghanistan and other conservative societies, covering the entire body, including the face, with a mesh screen for the eyes.
Examples:
Traditional burqa. Islamic burqa. The woman in the bright blue burqa stood out in the crowd. Convict. To prove or declare someone to be guilty of a crime. Noun, a person serving a sentence in a jail or prison.
Examples:
Convict him of manslaughter. Convict in a jail. He was convicted on fraud charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison. Batter. To hit something or someone repeatedly with much force. Noun, baseball, a ball player who is batting.
Examples:
Batter the eggs. The batter's box. He got so angry that he battered the door down. Equate. To consider or describe one thing as similar, equal, or analogous. Examples: Equate mistakes with failure. Equate to legal responsibility. It isn't very reasonable to equate money with happiness. Contentment. A state of satisfaction, happiness, or fulfillment, a feeling of being pleased and at ease with one's current situation or circumstances. Examples: Contentment in life. Inner contentment. He achieved a sense of contentment by simplifying his life and focusing on what truly mattered. Juror. A member of a jury, a group of individuals selected to hear evidence and make a decision in a trial. Examples: Juror selection. Juror anonymity. A juror's question during deliberations led to the discovery of new evidence in the case. Telltale. Revealing or betraying information or evidence, serving as a sign or indicator of something.
Examples.
Telltale evidence. Telltale heart. The telltale signs of a dishonest employee were missing files and constant delay.
Mendacity.
The habit or tendency of being dishonest, deceitful, or prone to lying, the quality or state of being untruthful.
Examples.
Mendacity accusation. The mendacity of the politicians. The witnesses testified in court about the defendant's mendacity, highlighting his dishonesty.
Hesitation.
The act of pausing or being slow before saying or doing something, especially because you feel uncertain or nervous.
Examples.
Perform without hesitation. After some hesitation. There was a hesitation in her speech.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples.
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Kayak.
A small, narrow boat traditionally used by the Inuit people for hunting and fishing, which has a covered deck and is propelled using a double-bladed paddle.
Examples.
Kayak adventure. Kayak paddle. We're planning a kayak trip down the river next weekend.
Horrific.
Causing horror or disgust, gruesome and terrifying.
Examples.
Horrific experience. Horrific condition. The accident scene was horrific, with bodies and debris scattered everywhere.
Skeletal.
Of, relating to, or forming a skeleton, equals frame of bones, very thin or emaciated.
Examples.
Skeletal system. Skeletal muscles. The older man was skinny and skeletal and not in good health.
Armament.
Weapons and other military equipment that a country or organization possesses or maintains for defense or offense.
Examples.
Armament race. Naval armament. The government is poised to increase its armament budget for the coming fiscal year.
Life-saving.
The act or process of rescuing someone else's life, especially from drowning.
Examples.
Life-saving efforts. Life-saving device. The patient needs a life-saving transplant operation.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them see no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples.
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Sprinkler.
A device that sprays water over a large area used especially for watering crops or gardens or for firefighting.
Examples:
Road sprinkler, sprinkler irrigation. The sprinkler system kept the lawn green and healthy.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
Burn scar, carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant, a determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Laurel.
An evergreen shrub or tree with dark green leaves that is often used symbolically to represent victory, honor, or accomplishment.
Examples:
Laurel wreath, noble laurel. The athlete wore a laurel wreath to symbolize victory in the competition.